Hello and welcome back to our concluding session on finite state machine. Till now, we have seen the designs of finite state machine as divisibility tester and string validator for ends in, contains and starts with type of strings. We were finding substrings in the given input string which were having the substring either in ending or in between or at the beginning of the input given to the machine by our users. In today's concluding session, we are going to design the FSM as an output generator. So let's begin. So the first question for our today's session is design the finite state machine to output the remainder when a binary number is divided by 4. I hope you all remember that we have designed a finite state machine for checking whether the given input is divisible by 4 or not. But in today's session, we are not supposed to check whether the given binary number is divided by 4. Instead, whatever input is given to our machine, we just need to produce the output as remainder that will get generated by the division of the number by 4. So in solution, we have step number 1 as theory, that is definition. Since this is our concluding session on finite state machine, we will just quickly go through the definition that says finite state machine consists of finite set of states S which alter on receiving the input set I to produce the output set O. Step number 2 is logic. In this, I will be 0, 1 as the question says that we have to divide our binary number with 4. Our O will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1 representing 0, 1, 2 and 3 that can get generated as remainders when any binary number is divided by 4. And finally, our S will be QS, Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So let's begin the finite state function table and see how this table is generated. We all know that from QS we will either be going to Q0 or Q1. Then we will be going to Q0, Q1 again from Q0. Then from Q1 we will transit to Q2 and Q3 state. From Q2 we will go back to Q0 and Q1. And finally from Q3 we will go to Q2 and Q3 since those number when divided by 4 are going to give us remainders as given in the table. Now let's see how our MAF table is going to be designed. Here the change is that instead of Y and N, wherever the states is representing a remainder, the remainder will get generated as output in our MAF. So let's see. For Q0, 0 is the remainder and for Q1, 1 is the remainder that is represented by our states. So respectively, 0, 0 and 0, 1 from QS will be generated if the first input digit is 0 or 1. Then we again will have 0, 0 and 0, 1. Then since it is Q2, we have to go to Q2, that means remainder generated will be 2 and Q3 that means remainder generated will be 1, 1 that is 3. So we have 1, 0 and 1, 1 getting printed as output. Then again 0, 0 and 0, 1. Finally 1, 0 and 1, 1 will get generated as output when any binary number is divided by 4. In case you do not remember the working, you can go back to the previous session where this particular question was solved. I will put up the link in the I icon and you can go and revisit to check out the working of this division. So let's see the state transition diagram and conclude with the example that we will be solving to generate the output when any binary number is divided by 4. So from QS we have Q0 or Q1. From Q0 we stay in Q0 or go to Q1. Then from Q1 we either go to Q2 or Q3. From Q2 we go to Q1 or Q0. Then finally from Q3 we will stay in Q3 or go to Q2. As you can observe that from each state on each input there is at least one transition taking place. Then seeing the example we have QS 101100. So let's see how this output will get generated at the end. From QS we will transit to Q1. Then from Q1 we will go to Q2. Then from Q2 we have to come back in Q1. Then from Q1 we are going to go to Q3. From Q3 we have the next input symbol as 0, so we transit to Q2. Then from Q2 we will go to Q0. From Q0 we will stay in Q0 since The last alphabet that we can see as the input is 0. So output generated will be 0, 0. That means the given number was divisible by 4 if it would have been a validator or divisibility tester type of FSM. Let's take another example and see if some other output gets generated or not. So from QS, we will again go to Q1. From Q1, we are going to Q3. From Q3, we will go to Q2. From Q2, we will go back to Q1. So output generated will be 0, 1. Since we have reached Q1 state, that means Q1 is representing 1 as the remainder. So the FSM will generate 0, 1 as the output instead of N. So let's see another example of designing the FSM as binary adder. I hope you all are aware about the concept of binary adder. In case you are not, then let's just quickly take a revision and conclude what do we mean by binary adder. Or another way of designing this question is design FSM to add two binary numbers of same length. So in solution we have step number 1 as theory. Step number 2 is logic. So here we will see how this logic is built. Now when we divide a binary number, we have to have two concepts, or we just need to know that how the additions take place. So we have 0, 1, then we have 0, 0, we have 1, 0, and we have 1, 1 to do the addition. So when we have all these numbers for adding, we can know that when we add 0, 1, we get output as 1. Addition will be 1 and there is no carry getting generated. When we add 0, 0, we get addition as 0. When we add 1, 0, we get addition as 1. And finally, when we add 1, 1, the remaining addition will be 0 and we get a carry getting generated as 1. Okay, so this carry, when there is another digit appearing after the series, we have to add this 1 with that digit along with the digits which are already present in the input. Let us take an example. If we have to add 101 with 001, the addition will be 1, 1 will generate addition as 0 and carry 1. 0, 0 will add up to 0, then that addition 0 will get added with 1. So we will get the addition answer as 1, and finally 1, 0 will not have any carry getting generated from the previous addition. So we will add 1, 0 and get the output as 1, 1, 0. Okay, so here that is why we have created a set of numbers, that is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1, which are the numbers that generally can be added. So these are the sequence. We either can get a 0, 0 at any point of time in the given input sequence, or we can get 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1 as the addition for adding up two numbers from the binary number. So we will have O as either 0 or 1 getting generated, and finally S will be QS, Q0 and Q1. So let us understand how this Q0 and Q1 are going to represent what in our machine. So we have the state table. Here we have QS, Q0 generating no carry and Q1 generating representing carry getting generated. So here when we have 0, 0 as the input, then after adding 0, 0, we know that no carry is generated. So we will transit to Q0 state. From 1, 0, we know that no carry is generated. For 1, 0, again no carry is generated. And finally for 1, 1, we know that carry will get generated. So we have to transit to Q1 state, which is representing carry getting generated. Then when we arrive in Q0, that means that there was no previous carry got generated. So we will again have the same transitions as QS. Only for 1, 1 we will have a carry getting generated. Now when we reach Q1 state, that means the previous addition had generated a carry of 1. So when we get 0, 0 as the addition, for addition, we know that after adding 0, 0 we get 0, and then when we add 1 to it, no carry is getting generated. So we will transit to Q0 state. When we are having 0 or 1 as the input, 0 and 1 as the input, we know that addition will be 1 and 1 will get added to it. Since we are in carry state, that means our previous addition had generated 1 as the carry. So here again, since we are adding 1, 1, carry will get generated. So we will stay in Q1 state. Similarly for 1, 0, carry will get generated since we will add 1 plus 1. So carry will get generated and we will stay in same state. Finally, when we reach 1, 1, we know that this is going to be adding up to 0 and then 1 will be there. So still there is carry getting generated. So we will stay in Q1 state itself. In MAF, the addition, the output of the addition will get generated. So since we are in Q0 state and 0 are getting added, so 0 will be the output, 0 and 1, 1, 1, 0 will be 1, and when we add 1 and 1, we get output as 0. Then 0, 0 again 0, 1, 1 and 0. Since 1 and 1 when added in binary, it creates 0 as the output and 1 gets carry forwarded. From in Q1, when 0, 0 is added, as we have seen here, we again need to add a 1. So here 1 will be added. Then when we add 1 plus 1, 0 is generated and we are staying in carry state. Again 1 plus 1 is getting added. So 0 is the output and we are staying in Q1 state. 0 plus 1, 1 is getting generated as the output. Let us see this with state transition diagram and an example. So here is the state transition diagram. For 0, 0, we are getting output as 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Then 1, 1, a 0 is generated as output and we are moving to carry state. Okay, so let's check out an example and see whether this is working perfectly fine or not. So we have QS 0, 1, 0 added up with 0, 0, 1. So what should be the output? 0, 1, 0 getting added up with 0, 0, 1. So here we have 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 0, 1 and finally 0. So here when we have the first input digit as 0 and 0, we know that 0 and 0 is going to generate 0 as the output and transit to Q0 state. Next input is 1 and 0. So we know that from Q0 state on 0 and 1, I have to stay in same state and the output generated for that is 1. And finally, when we are in Q0 state, if the next input is 0, 1, we know that output generated will be 1 and we will stay in Q0 state itself. I hope this example is making much sense rather than when we were seeing the state transition table and the state transition diagram. So I have some questions for you to revise. So let's see design FSM in which the input is valid if it contains A at every even position and B at every odd position. If you remember in our previous session we had solved where we had to see that B is appearing at every even position over the input A, B. Just pause the video for 5 minutes and build up the logic and then we will check the answer for your question whether you have solved it correctly or not. In case you get the solution right, that means you are on right track and you have understood the concepts much better now. Alright, now let's check the solution. So theory is the step number 1. Step number 2 is logic. So we will have QS, Q0 and Q1, Q2 states. So let's see the state transition table. So we have state transition table as QS, Q0, Q1 and Q2. Q2 being our dead state, Q0, Q1 and QS being our final states. And we have N getting written down for wherever there is Q2 and rest will be Y. Let's check this out with an example and state transition diagram. So this is an example that you need to solve on your own. In case you get stuck somewhere, you can just refer to the table and the state transition diagram to get it answered. Let us check another example whether you actually have understood the concepts clearly or not. So here is the another question where it says that the input will be valid if it starts with a double letter over the input 0, 1. So let's see you can solve this question or not. You can pause the video for 5 minutes, check out the solution later on once you have solved the question. Alright, now let's see the solution. I hope you were able to solve this question. So in logic, we will have I equal to 0, 1, O will be Yn and S is Qs to Q4. So let's see the table. We have Q0, Q1, Q1, Q4, Q1, Q1, Q4, Q3, and Q3, Q3, Q4, Q4. Here Q1 and Q3 are going to be our start state, and in case this input starts with 0, 0 and 1, 1, we will stay in those states that will represent our trap state. In case they are not starting with 0, 0 and 0, 1, that is 1, 1, then we will send this machine in dead state. There is just a correction that this is the input 0 and 1 and not X and Y. Here the output will be wherever there is Q1 and Q3, we will have Y as the output getting generated, and for Q4 and other non-final states, N will be the output getting generated. The state transition diagram and the examples for you to solve are as follows. So that's all for this session on FSM. In case you have any doubts or queries, you can just leave your questions in comment section. In case you have still not subscribed to the channel, please do so that you do not miss out on any videos that will get uploaded henceforth.